diving a little deeper into what you just said in terms of what's next for AI ethics. So that was a summary that looked at what's been done so far, and a lot of the work that's being looked at from the AI ethics community is these series of principles documents. Um, and so they're usually published either by governments or NGOs, but increasingly private companies are also publishing these suggestions on how to monitor AI internally, or how to define the rules and regulations by which their own industry operates. And you see a divide that, depending on where the document is published, there are some changes in definitions of values and norms. And there's also differences in the approach to what should be done. So private companies typically tended to focus on concepts of self-regulation, whereas governments usually wanted to create new regulatory bodies. So these kinds of tensions really make it kind of decentralize what people think is right, but it hasn't come around a standard as of yet. One of the interesting things that was noted there as well is that the global north and the west is highly overrepresented when it comes to who's writing and publishing these documents. And so one of the things we're pushing for is this greater representation, where key issues that would affect the global south, such as how AI would have effects on the tourism industry and the like, which are very, very important for countries in the global south, were kind of relegated to lower priority. And as a result, a lot of these founding documents don't represent the full scope. And so we really want to see that greater inclusivity. And what's really been a big focus of people at the Montreal AI Ethics Institute is a greater focus of moving away from defining these abstract values and going into practical concern. So I've been working myself recently on this idea that, just having frameworks and principles alone doesn't motivate people to care about implementing them. And they can often, especially by large corporations, be used in a way that's great PR for the company, but isn't really accomplishing practical aims. So I think when it comes to what's next, these kinds of really practical implementation concerns, these motivation concerns, and these diversification of stakeholders are really where the field is heading.